it's Rose and welcome back to Cheap Lazy Vegan and another recipe video. Today I'm so excited to show you guys this recipe because it is so good. I've made it multiple times at this point. I have fed it to my friends. It has been approved, okay? It has been approved. Today we're gonna be making gochujang pasta. If there's one thing about me that you should know, it is that I love a fusion dish. I think that it's always such a great thing when two delicious cuisines come together in one, okay? So today we are doing Korean and Italian, okay? I hope I'm not offending Italians. I know you guys, for you, pasta is very sacred. So hopefully this is not blasphemy. I promise it's delicious. This is gochujang! Yay! Gochujang. Say it with me, guys. Gochujang, not gochujang, okay? Gochujang. So gochujang is hot pepper paste. This is what I like to call Korean crack, my friends. If nooch is vegan crack, gochujang is Korean crack. And it is so good. It goes in so many Korean dishes. Seriously, you need this in your life. It sits in your fridge once you open it, and then you use it for months, okay? It doesn't really go bad. I mean, it might harden a little bit, but after a very long time. As you can see here, I am not shy with my gochujang. I have this giant tub. Face for scale, face for scale. It's basically a very thick paste, and Korean crack, my friends, Korean crack. So they sell this at the Korean supermarket, or usually any sort of supermarket with an Asian section or your Asian supermarket. Anyway, so that is the main ingredient. Now I'm gonna show you guys how to make this delicious and super simple and easy, creamy, vegan gochujang pasta. It is so good and it only takes like about 10, maybe 15 minutes to make. It's so simple, uses very minimal ingredients. You guys, I can't wait for you to try it. And if you guys need the written recipe and all of the measurements and the ingredients, there will be a blog post link down below. And if you guys do try this recipe and if you enjoy it, make sure you give my blog post a 5-star review and of course give this video a big thumbs up. So without further ado, let's jump in and let's make some gochujang pasta.
Alright guys, so we're going to start by cooking up our pasta according to instructions. Of course, you can use whatever pasta of your choice. I've made this with spaghetti, I've made this with linguine, I've made this with shells. Does this have an Italian name? Anyways, we're going to make pasta shells, okay? And apparently it's a good idea to salt the water. I still don't really know why. I still haven't Googled this, but I'm going to salt it. That's what Italians do, and I trust you, Italians. So while your pasta is cooking, we're gonna heat up some vegan butter on a pan. You can use vegetable oil, you can use olive oil, you can use whatever, okay? I'm using vegan butter because I think it's good. Yes, we're gonna heat that up nicely and then we're gonna add in some flour. And then we're going to mix this well to create a nice paste that we like to call the roux, okay? We're making a roux. What we want to do is just mix this well and then it should become like nice and pasty and hopefully not too clumpy. And then we're going to add in slowly some plant-based milk. So you can use unsweetened non-dairy milk. We're going to slowly add this in while mixing, okay? So yeah. As you can see here, we're slowly doing it. Patience is key, my friends. And if this starts to look a little clumpy, if you're having a hard time getting the clumps out, I like to use a whisk while I'm doing this because it helps kind of get the clumps out a little bit. Don't worry if there's a few clumps, like it's not the end of the world, okay? So once you've added in all that non-dairy milk, it should have created a nice kind of creamy sort of consistency and a creamy base, and this is a great way to make basically anything creamy. So there you go. And now what we're gonna do is we're adding in some minced garlic, and if you guys don't know, I have a fantastic garlic hack that I talk about all the time because it makes my life so much easier. So I'm gonna link that garlic hack video down below along with more cooking hacks, so definitely check that out. And so after the minced garlic, we're also going to add in some tomato paste. And then we're gonna add in, of course, gochujang, which is what I like to call Korean crack, okay? We're going to mix this well, and there you go. We have some flavor. We're basically making kind of like a little bit of a rosé sort of sauce. So gochujang is going to be spicy, so if you are sensitive to spice, then you know, maybe use less, maybe use a little less gochujang, maybe a little more tomato paste, maybe use a mild gochujang if you can find that. So at this point, I've turned the heat down to a low or a medium low because it's already thickened. The sauce is basically almost ready. I decided to add in a little bit extra gochujang because I like my pasta spicy, apparently. I love gochujang and I can handle my spice, okay? I have Korean blood. So I added in extra gochujang, but it's up to you. So give this a little taste and see how you like it. If you want a little more of that gochujang flavor, do that. And once the pasta is done cooking al dente, you're going to save some of that pasta water and strain it, and then we're going to add the pasta into this lovely sauce. Now you can add in a little bit of the pasta water if you feel that it's needed to help kind of finish the cooking process of the pasta, but that's optional depending on how you feel, okay? We're also going to add in some nutritional yeast. Now this part is actually kind of optional. I think it actually tastes great even without the nooch, but yeah, I kind of wanted to add a little bit of that sort of cheesiness in there. So if you don't like nooch, you know, you don't need to add it. Okay, so I'm just going to, let this cook a little bit on like a medium heat, just to kind of let it thicken up, let the flavors make love, as I like to say. And at the end here, I like to add in some salt and pepper to taste, of course. And that's pretty much it. See how easy it is, guys? Okay, it's that easy. And of course, in order to make this a complete meal in my eyes, I need to add some plant-based protein. And I've done this with chickpeas. I've done this with some other type of protein, but this time we are adding in some plant balls. Okay, I'm adding in IKEA plant balls. Big fan of the IKEA plant balls. So we're gonna add that in and we're just gonna mix it. And I actually just air fried the plant balls, so they're already pretty much done. And that's it. So simple. Oh my God. And of course, once it's ready, you can plate it nicely, make it look nice and pretty. Make sure you tag me on Instagram and be like, hey Rose, I made it. Yeah, love to see your creations. So we're going to plate that. And I always like to top my pasta with some vegan Parmesan. I have a cashew Parmesan, which I have in my fridge, and I just put it on everything. So if you guys want that recipe, that's going to be linked down below as well. It's very, very easy and very simple. And I also really like to top my pasta with some fresh parsley because I am fancy. Okay, I am a fancy woman. And you can also just use, dry parsley, which is what I used to do, but I find that the fresh parsley just looks so pretty. And parsley actually seems to last quite long in the fridge, so I don't mind having a little bit of fresh parsley in the fridge at all times. So I'm just going to make it nice and pretty because I'm going to take pictures for my blog, which is where you can find the full recipe, my friends.
All right, guys, let's give this a try. I'm sorry, but that is so good. Seriously, guys, you have to try this. It is rich. It is like, I don't want to say it's sticky, but it's like, it's very thick and rich, creamy. It has that, of course, that spicy, delicious flavor. Oh. It doesn't necessarily taste like an Asian dish. It still tastes like pasta, but it has that delicious gochujang flavor. I'm telling you guys, you have to try this, okay? And for protein, you can add anything. I've done it with chickpeas, and I also like it with these IKEA plant balls or any sort of vegan meatball. All right, you guys, so that is how I made this delicious vegan gochujang pasta. I really, really hope you guys try this out. It is so good, especially if you like a little bit of spice, you know what I'm saying? It's so good, and I think you guys will love it. So, as I mentioned earlier, the recipe, the written recipe, and all of the ingredients and everything will be in a blog post linked down below. So don't forget to check that out. And of course, if you do make this and if you love it, make sure you give the blog post a 5-star review. You just have to scroll down to the comments and give that 5-star review. And of course, give this video a big thumbs up. And guys, if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe for more easy and delicious vegan recipes. Check out my ebooks, that'll be linked down below. And if you guys want more ideas on how to use gochujang, I'm gonna link my Korean recipes playlist down below. I guarantee you most of those videos will probably contain gochujang, okay? Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!